Hey guys, I'm heading out now for a photo shoot at Lekki. See all the load I'm carrying. Hey God, though. See my bag. I'm carrying my school bag too. But I'm going to be entering a car soon, sha. The weather is so hot. The sun is so hot, yet there's so much breeze. I don't even know whether the weather is confused. God, my back aches. So I'm going to be having a photo shoot with two models. I'm going to be making 2 models up today. I'm usually excited when I have photo shoots where I have to make models up, because it's always fun and exciting, and you know, the outcome, everything. Oh God, my hand though. See what I'm carrying. I'll carry you guys along, sha. Maybe when I get into a car. So guys, I'm getting into the car now and I'll be there soon. Finally, at least I can feel cool, small. So let's see how today's shoot goes. So what? For the shoot. Okay, he's giving us the idea for the shoot. Guys, I've arrived.
Be happy.
Have fun, be happy. That's the idea for the shoot.
Parry.
Is that how you dance your own? That's something well now. Okay, God. Guys, I've arrived. See my models. Chief, let me show them my models. See my models. Fuck, never know your name. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. Now that model. Doing a hair. Yeah. So
Mind me. Let me give you guys the gist about comment.
Let's see how.
So, guys.
Hey, they'll still give me copyright. This music that you're playing here. Which earring is she even putting on?
Oh, that's no. Stored one.
I think you should put this on.
Like one of the one. I think you should put the one.
Yeah guys, we just finished with the first model. God, I'm so terrible with names. Come here. Let's see. That is dark. No, phone and darkness. So guys, this is my second model, sitting pretty. I'm just going to walk you guys through the process. So I'm starting off with Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. The name is so long. I'm just going to massage that into her skin, all over her skin. I'm going to use it all over her face because I like the way it feels. And then I'm going to go in with black Opal stick foundation and my foundation brush to apply this foundation. See her smile. Such a nice smile. So I'm just applying it all over her face, and I think it's a good match for her skin. I like the way this foundation applies because it's a bit velvety and it just looks good. Yeah, that's why I like it. So I'm also going to apply a little bit of foundation on her neck, just because her neck is darker than her face. Surprisingly, most people have their face to be darker. Then I'm going to use Chesnut, LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chesnut to highlight her face. Just the normal places that we highlight now, guys. You know all the highlighting techniques. So I'm using that bridge of her nose, under her eye, and so on and so forth. I'm just blending that in. I'm not going to blend under her eye yet because I like to do that last so that it doesn't crease before I use the setting powder. So I'm just blending out the rest of, like, all the other places that I applied it. Then this LA Girl Pro Concealer, I don't even know the name again, no. But it's the darkest shade of LA Girl Sha. So now I'm using this fluffy brush, blending brush, to blend the contour on her nose. I had to use the darkest shade, guys. She's actually dark, you know, melanin things. So I use a smaller brush, a more precise brush, because I want to get a straight line on her nose. Then this is the point where I'm going to what am I even doing? Okay, I'm contouring this her cheek, her jaw, whatever you might call it. So this is the part where I highlight, or I blend the highlight under her eyes, because I'm about to use the setting powder. So I just asked her to raise her eyes, because in this part they always have to raise their eyes for you to get every single part. So I'm going to use Beauty by AD setting powder. It was refusing to focus, so yeah, I just have to do with it like that. But I'm using that setting powder, and I'm using my beauty blender to do that. This beauty blender is from Nuban Beauty. Then I'm also applying that on the side of her face, like reverse contour. That's what it is called. I'm doing that for her. I like to do that on dark models because their highlight doesn't show so much, or their contour doesn't show so much, except you reverse contour. So as you can see, this is me drawing her brows. I feel like everybody knows how to draw brows, Jerry, so I don't really do so much explanation when it comes to brows. I just made it speed up for this part. And this is her brows all done. I've highlighted the brows and all of that. Then I used Chesnut Elegant Pro Concealer on her eyelid, like all over her eyes, because that's what I'm going to use as my base for my foundation. So that is what I'm using now. Just using a regular eyeshadow brush, but it's big, a bigger one than the one I'll normally use, to blend that all out on both sides of her eyes. So now I'm going to take the Hushbeauty blush palette. I'm using this red shade in it because that's like the only eyeshadow palette that has like this shade of red. So I like to use that. And I like to use red on dark people because it shows better than orange. I prefer to use red. So as you can see, it's really nice on her. That's why I like to use red. Honestly, I always use red, or I could use a bit of orange, but most importantly, I use red. So I'm still blending it out. Blending is key. Like key, padlock, everything. Blending is everything. So I'm using this Hushbeauty 35 color eyeshadow palette for, like, there's a brown shade I'm going to show you guys now. This is the brown shade I'm going to use for her crease, the outer corner of her crease. If you notice, I've changed the brush. The brush I used for the other red color is not the same brush I'm using now, because that brush is for the crease color. I don't want to be mixing colors in one brush. So I zoomed in so that you guys can see much better. So this is me applying the brown on her crease, and then just blending it in, just the way you see. And then I went back to the other brush, and I'm using it to blend out the edges so that there will be no harsh lines. Now I'm using an angle brush and a concealer to cut her crease. I'm going to tell her to raise her eyes very soon so that I'll be able to see where to stop for this her cut crease. Yeah, so that's the main point of raising your eyes, so that we can know where to stop. Although I later raise the parts where I cut the crease, but for now this is what it is. And I'm going to take this color. It's just a very neutral color that I like to use on anybody. I use it on myself, I use it on dark models, I use it on anybody at all, because it's nice and because I can use it. So I'm using brush from Colourpop Cosmetics to blend that in her eyelid, on her eyelid. I'm using a shimmery eyeshadow right now that looks like that matte color that I showed you guys. That's what I'm using. So this is her both eyes done, and I'm about to line her eyes. So I'm pressing down. I'm raising her eyelid up, or her eyes, anyone, just so that I could really get in there. Take note of the fact that I'm not pressing it to don't go be pressing somebody's eye. I'm not pressing it, or don't think I'm pressing it. I just raise it up, like I'm being very gentle. So I'm just going to, I couldn't go to the other side, like, so that I won't block you guys, but this is just what I could do from where I was. This is her eyeliner all done. Yeah, she has really nice eyes. So that is her eyeliner all done, and then I'm going to go over to, okay, this is why I use mod cake liner for her eye, to draw her eyeliner, and then this very precise brush. If your brush is not like this, then you cannot achieve that. So I fixed her lashes off camera. I didn't feel the need to show you guys that. And I'm using this blush, that same red color I used to blend her crease. That's what I'm using to as her blush. I've already blended all the powder I had under her eyes. I dusted it off and stuff. So now it's just blush. Notice how I'm applying it back and forth, not just on her cheek. That's how blush is being applied. So this is the highlighter I'm using. First, I'm going to still change, or I'm going to still add more glow, but I just like the effect of this glow. It's really subtle and it's just nice. So that's the first one I'm going to use on her. Then her nose needs to be snatched. I had to allow her laugh. I don't even know why she was laughing. I can't remember what made her laugh too. But yeah, I'm just blending her nose. And what did I do next? Oh yeah, for the lips, I didn't show so much, guys. I just feel like everybody knows how to do their lips. But I used our own lip liner for her lips, and then this lip palette and a brush for her lips. I also went ahead to apply lip gloss for her lips, and that is what it looks like. Now, you know, these days everybody has to glow, so I'm just using a glow palette or a glow stuff on her shoulder. I already sprayed a glow spray, so this is just a continuation of that. And that's all. That's basically it, guys. Oh, that's not all. Oh. I also lined her waterline. Okay, this is like the last thing I do when I'm doing my makeup. I don't know why, I just like to do it last. I lined her waterline with this blue eyeliner from Binwa Cosmetics. And then I'm using a blue eyeshadow to blend it out from that Hushbeauty palette. I'm just blending it out the way you blend stuff. There's a particular brush for that. And then I'm using this mascara is from Zaron. That's what I'm using. So that is it. I'm done.
Oh, so fine, doesn't it?
Hey, see how I look like?
Oh, see, I'm so fine.
Guys, we're done.
Oh, she did it.
Oh God. See, you guys ignore how I look right now. I'm also making my own video. Hey, people of God, though, Hunger wants to finish me. Hunger wants to finish your girl. Let me just eat ya. Before I know I look funny right now and I look weird. So, having jollof rice and fish and plantain. Guys, I just got home. I'm so tired, like super tired. This is like 2:11. I'm happy that today's shoot was a success. The official pictures are going to be out maybe like, I don't know, whenever, wherever, however. But I still have some shots on my camera, so maybe that's what I'm going to use for this video. What else? Yeah, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.